Now, like I said, Rhode Island must have been really sad to see me go because the weather was gray and gloomy. And once I got into Massachusetts, I wasn't sure if it was happy to see me or just sad to see me go because that gray weather and gloomy weather continued. The weather got so bad I had to turn my windshield wipers on. There, that's better. Now, even when I got up to Maine, the weather hadn't improved much. As a matter of fact, it rained all the way up to my final exit, Lewiston, Maine. By the next day, the weather had really improved, but these road trips aren't all fun and games. Mom had a big honey-do list for me to do. One of the biggest projects was to repair the retaining wall I had built for her a couple years ago. A large earthquake had come in and really separated the wall. Well, at least that's the excuse I'm going to use. It may have had something to do with my lack of masonry skills. Now, how do you straighten out a wall? Well, if you live on a farm, you get to use a Bobcat. Now, if you think I got mad skills on a bike, wait till you see me use a Bobcat.
I've gotta be what is all that you want from me.
You can see here how much the wall had separated. So basically what we're going to try to do is use the Bobcat, straighten it back up, and then repair it from there. Now if you look close, you can see the foreman back there telling me what to do. That's Mom. She's the foreman. Now after a hard day at work, it was time for a shower. Now up here in Maine, we ain't got many showers, so you got to go out to the back creeks and take your shower. It's a bit cold, but she gets the job done, yeah? Well, that was my best Maine accent. Actually, the weather was about 90 degrees that day. That water's spring-fed, and it felt great. The next day I had to head over to the local Harley dealership to have some work done on the bike.
We had a couple issues with the rear tire, so had to stop, get a new rear tire. One of the things you have to consider that's going to happen on the trip. As long as it's not mechanical. If you get a mechanical issue, then your trip's effective. But rear tire, new rear tire, done. Get back on the ride today. Beautiful day. All right, now here's my Harley mama. Literally, that's my mom.
Now Mom decided to be a Harley mama and flash everyone.
Are you driving or am I driving?
Mom and I decided to go down to the James Longley Memorial Bridge, which crosses over the Androscoggin River. The city has done an amazing job of building a memorial dedicated to the men and women of Maine who have served their country. Families and friends can add their loved one's name to large granite stones. Mom added Dad's name about a year ago. I hadn't seen the engraving yet since Dad's passing, which was about 6 years ago already. That's my dad, Andre A. Valley, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam veteran. Now, after leaving the memorial, Mom and I decided to take a ride up to Freeport, Maine. Now, if you've never been to Freeport, it has a real New England feel to it. Even this colonial house is a McDonald's. Now, being that it was after Labor Day, Freeport, which is usually packed, was very quiet. And actually, it made for a better time to visit. Now, besides having great cafes and great restaurants, there are tons of discount stores. Ralph Lauren, Cole Haan, Nine West, North Face. But the biggest and most famous for the area is definitely LL Bean. It's open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and was founded in 1912 by Leon Wood Bean. What? Something's behind me? Yeah. L.L. Bean is known for being a big outdoor sporting store, and they have all kinds of displays of animals throughout the store. This display is of two bull moose that got their antlers locked together when they were fighting. They actually died because they couldn't get their antlers unlocked. The antlers have never been separated since they were found in New Sweden, Maine back in 2006. Fishing, anyone? These are bigger than any fish I ever caught up in Maine.
Alright, now if anybody ever does a competition where you had the craziest whooping, my entry is going to be inside LOB, where we're at, inside one of their tent displays. Now if you don't know, LOB is open 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. So back in college, during the week, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, my girlfriend and I were walking around LOB and discussed the idea of having the whoopee in one of the tents. So there's obviously nobody around at that hour. But that's my entry for the craziest place to have whoopee.
Now, speaking of whoopee, you know what they say about big feet? Big feet, well, anyways, you know. Well, Mom and I decided to take off, leave Freeport, and head south. Old Orchard Beach, Kennebunkport, or Collin. It was time to start the next part of my adventure in Maine.